guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Emilia Hamukwaya, for those of you who are just joining me today, and for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always tuning in, guys. So if you have not already subscribed, I beg, please subscribe now. Okay, so as you can see by the title of this video, today we are doing 10 ways to survive in university. Okay, so I'm going to give you 10 pointers to help you survive in university or varsity or vocational training college, whatever it is that you're doing. I'm sure these tips will also be helpful to you. So, number one, the first thing. Shiva olwe polambuleni. In English, this basically means that know where you come from, know your financial background, where you come from, because at the end of the day, we all come from different homes, we all come from different financial backgrounds, we all come from different cultural backgrounds. So it's very important that you do not compare yourself to anybody, because all our situations are unique and we all come from different places. Okay, so do not compare yourself to anybody financially, because you do not come from the same background financially. Number two, live within your means. Guys, you have to be very honest with yourself financially, because we all know what we can afford and what we cannot afford. So it's very important to live a lifestyle that you can afford financially, right? You know very well what you can afford. If renting in a fancy neighborhood is what you can afford, then go ahead. But if you cannot afford it, and all you can afford is living on campus, then there's nothing wrong with that. Live on campus, it's what you can afford. Because what happens at the end of the day is, when you live a life that you cannot afford, you end up in what? In debt. And we do not want that. We don't do that over here. Okay, the third one is also quite important. Guys, please, if you hear anything in the background, or if you see anything in the background, just ignore it. Please just focus on me. Okay, the third one, find ways to make extra money. And in today's world, everything is so technologically advanced, so literally everything is just at your fingertips. There's so much that you can do. Forex, Herbalife, selling Herbalife products, selling chicken, selling products from cosmetic companies like Avon, Avery Shine. Start a YouTube channel, become a social media influencer. You can become a tutor for your peers on campus, or you can write, okay, I'm not gonna say this, but you can write assignments for people, but don't say I said there. You can write assignments for people, you can write things for them. There's a lot that you can do. You cannot solely depend on someone else financially, because at the end of the day, guys, family members die. Family members can switch up on you. You know what I'm talking about? Or you could probably lose your source of income. So it's very important to also have your own source of income, so that you don't solely depend on someone else financially. And it will also, it helps you gain a little bit of financial independence, right? Okay, number 4, budget. Now, I know budgeting sounds so complicated. I'm going to insert a picture just to give you guys an example of how quick, easy budgeting can be. So budgeting basically helps you know the income you're receiving, whether it's on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. It just lays out a plan of what you're gonna do with your money, where your money is going to, and where your money is coming from. So it just gives you a clear outlook on your total expenses, income that you might have left for leisure. It just helps you have a clear look on your on your finances. So it's very important to budget. Also, it helps to keep you within your financial bracket, right? So if okay, on a monthly basis I just have 2,000, for example, 1,000 goes to rent, the other 500 I'm buying it for, I'm using it to buy food, then I just have $500 left for leisure activities, or for whatever it is that you might want to use it for. So I cannot go overboard this 500 because it's the only money I have. So it's really important to budget and stick to your budget. I know it's not easy, it requires really a lot of discipline, hey, but if you want to live debt free, then you have to stick to your budget, right? So number 5, don't shy away from telling your friends or your peers your financial position or your financial status. If they are the right friends, then they'll understand. So basically what I'm saying is, if your friends say, you know what, Emilia, can we go out this weekend to where? Don't be shy to tell them that, you know what, guys, I don't have money. Or you know what, guys, I can't afford the place that you guys want me to go to, but can we go to KFC rather, or can we go buy something cheaper rather? Because if you do not tell them where you stand financially and you just go with the flow, at the end of the day you're going to basically go over budget with the money that you currently have, or you're gonna probably chow your rent money to go out to an outing or to go eat at a fancy place, because you don't want to disappoint your friends and you don't want to seem uncool. But that's not the goal, guys. The goal here is for us to make wiser financial choices and to stay out of what? Debt. Stay out of debt. And number 6, avoid wearing overly expensive clothes or buying overly expensive gadgets. It's honestly not necessary, not at all. So it's not about what you wear, guys, it's how you wear. You don't have to wear Adidas or Nike, Gucci, those things. You can wear something from Pep stores and it will look good on you. Also, you have to remember that you are an unemployed student. You are still a student, so you cannot afford these things. There is no reason to buy Nike clothing when you do not have food at home, or there's no reason to buy Nike clothing to impress people when you cannot even afford it. It's seriously not necessary. There are clothing shops that sell bomb clothes that look nice on you and it's cheap. You can go buy your clothes at Pep, Mr. Price, as long as you are covered up, as long as you look decent, then that's all you should care about. And also the gadgets. You don't, as long as the phone or the laptop works, guys, and as long as it does what you need it to do, then that's all you need. You don't need to buy stuff that is overly expensive if you cannot afford it. If you can afford it, go ahead, but if you cannot afford it, then it's best to stay away from it, please. Also, number 7, accommodation. It's very important to live in a place that's obviously, number 1, safe and student friendly, but it also has to be affordable, right? That's now if you are renting. If you are living on campus, it's fine. Now if you are renting, the best choice would be to live near campus so that you avoid transport fees, because transport can be quite expensive. If you live far away from campus, now you have to pay rent and transport, buy food and so on. So it's better to live close to campus, walk to school, rather than paying transport fees. Also, guys, we have to remember once again that we are students. You cannot expect to live in luxury when you're just a student. If you can afford it, once again, go ahead. But if you cannot, just live at a place that's affordable and the living standard is okay. I'm not saying that now you should go live in a hut just because you want a cheap place, but just something that's affordable and the living standard is okay. Don't go live now in a hotel or in a what just because you don't want to go through the broke student life thing. Okay, number 8, this tip is for ladies. Girls, learn how to do your own hair, please. Don't be like me, child. Do not be like me. Learn how to do your own hair. Hair can be quite expensive, guys. Honestly, doing your hair is probably one of the most expensive things as a girl. So if you learn how to do your own hair, your own makeup, your own nails, it saves you quite a lot of money, right? So learn how to do it yourself. Or if you have a friend that can do it for you, even better. But I would advise you all to please learn how to do or maintain your own hair. Also, I'm going to insert a picture once again of a series, girls, that you might want to check out. You could learn a few pointers from there if you do not already know about these things. Number 9. Guys, as students, I know we hate cooking. Firstly, we do not have the time to cook on a daily basis, and no one likes cooking. But cook, guys. I would honestly advise you to cook. It's better than buying takeout every now and then, because buying takeout is honestly a poor financial decision. It's gonna strain your bank account. Before you know it, you're broke, right? And then you're gonna be asking people for money and blaming family members and holding grudges on them and stuff like that. We don't want that, right? We want to make wise financial choices. So cook. You can even do meal planning. Now this is if you are living on your own. I know some people on campus, they get food on campus. So if you are renting, then cook, guys. Cook. You can even do meal planning. Cook once a week, and then you plan out your meals for the entire week. Then it saves you from cooking on a daily basis. But avoid takeout. Maybe once in a while you can get takeout, but it cannot be a habit because your bank account is gonna suffer. Okay, this is the last one. Save for unexpected expenses, right? Don't spend all your money at once. For example, if you get your allowance maybe at the beginning of the month, don't spend all your money then. You never know what could come up during the month, in the middle of the month. You might get your lecturers might say, no, I want you guys to print this and this notes, or I want you guys to buy this and this. So it's always better to save, because you never know what's gonna happen in the future, right? So do not use all your money at once. Save up. Okay guys, those were my 10 tips on how to survive university financially. Please bear in mind that these are my tips. If you do not agree with what I'm saying, it's okay. It's okay, right? No hard feelings. But I hope it helps some of you, right? I hope it helps some of you, and hopefully we'll all be able to live in university debt-free and make wiser financial choices. Thank you so much for watching my video once again, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for coming back. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I post my next video. And yes guys, see you in my next video.